How's it going, everybody? You're watching Then About Tech. So today I'm bringing you another awesome and exclusive video for you guys about the iPhone 11 Pro. This time I'm bringing you my review, test, and comparison of the iPhone 11 Pro cameras. This video is exclusive about the cameras. I'm only going to talk about the cameras on the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max as in this unit right here. So if you're interested in seeing a full review talking about everything about this phone, I also have a video about that. So have a look at this card or in the link in the description. And if you want to see the unboxing of this bad boy, I also have that so in the channel. So go ahead and check it out. But as I mentioned, today I'm only going to talk about cameras. So this is how this video is gonna go. I'm gonna talk about everything there is to know about the cameras of the new iPhone 11 Pro. Then I'm gonna give you a lot of photos about it. So I'm gonna take photos from every single angle, every single mode, absolutely every single situation, using all the cameras and everything you want to know. And of course, I'm also gonna put it head to head. I'm gonna have a comparison versus head to head to the iPhone 10. So I'm gonna get the iPhone 10 and take the exact same photos and videos and then compare it head to head so you guys can see what you think, because I'm pretty sure the results are gonna be very, very awesome. So first things first, we have to talk a little bit about theory before we begin. So I have to tell you that on the new iPhone 11 Pro, we actually have 3 cameras. So 3 cameras in the back, 1 camera in the front, so we have 4 total cameras. So all these 4 cameras can shoot video in 4K, and all these 4 cameras are 12 megapixels now. So even the front-facing camera, the selfie camera that used to be 7 megapixels, now it is 12. So that's super, super cool as well. But of course, we have to talk about the rear-facing cameras because those are the most important. So we have 3 lenses, 3 cameras. One is the wide, is a normal lens. We have the telephoto, which is the 2x zoom, optical zoom that doesn't distort or anything like that. Is a true zoom. And then we have, of course, the ultra wide camera, which is the new camera on this iPhone. There's the hype and everything about it. So now you know I have to tell you this because when I show you the tests, you want to know which cameras are which. That's why I am explaining. So enough about theory, let's talk about practice. So let's talk about the new camera app, because there's a new camera app and it is different from the usual camera app on any other iPhone. We have some exclusive features on this camera app that we don't have in the others. So when you open it up, you see that the design is a little bit different. You see that we have 3 little circles at the bottom now. One is the 1x, which is the normal camera. You can see the 2, which stands for 2 times, which is the second camera, the telephoto, and then we have 0.5, which is the wide, the ultra wide one. So then you can cycle between the 3 cameras super easily. I really like this new layout. On top of that, we have right there at the top a little arrow. We tap on it and then we bring up a menu with flash, live photo, aspect ratio, then the timer, and then we have some filters as well. We also have a new feature. You can just tap and hold on the shutter button, and then you can create a video automatically. You can slide to the right, and then you can lock it. So then now it's filming it without you having to actually hold the button. On top of that, we have the new feature, which is the night mode. We're going to talk a lot about night mode. We're going to show you samples because this is one of the big changes, big improvements in the cameras on the iPhone 11 Pro. It can only be invoked. You can only turn it on if it's dark. If it's night, if it's light, if there's a lot of light, you just can't enable it. So it just comes up, it just pops up automatically. I'm going to show you this as well so you guys can have an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Enough with the camera app. I just wanted to show you so you know the little differences. And now let's go ahead and start with the comparison test. And now let me show you in action all the photos and videos and everything this iPhone can do. So let's start right here. So this is a photo from the wide camera and then wide on both. Of course, you can see that the difference is not huge, but you can definitely tell. The things that pop up to me most are the new colors. You can see there are much brighter colors. You have much more detail and you have much more contrast. So the image is more vivid. The image looks better. I just think that it looks much better. It's not a revolution in this shot, but you can definitely tell it looks much better. If we keep going, we can actually take a look at the same angle, but now looking at the telephoto. So now let's have a look at the telephoto, same angle, same shot, but with the telephoto. So zoom, as you guys can see, we don't lose quality or anything, but on the 11 Pro, it is much better. Take a look at that tree in the middle. You see that the colors are better, the contrast is better, and of course, the sharpness is also much better. So I really like it. And then we have the ultra wide, and then of course we don't have that shot on the iPhone 10 because it's from the third camera. I like that. I really love it. Have a look at how on the same shot I'm standing in the same position. We can now see the ceiling. We can see this little balcony thing, and we can even see the side of my building from the right of this shot. So it just really opens up the field of view. It is super cool. I just love this. Now we have to talk about video because of course video is super important as well. So let's have a look at this video and see what you think on both cameras. Okay guys, so now let's talk about video because it's not only about photo, right? Camera is made of video as well. So you're seeing right there on your left footage from the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and on your right footage from the iPhone 10. As you guys can see, I'm filming in 4K, 30 frames per second, so almost the full quality, because of course with this I can change between cameras. As you guys can see, now I'm using the telephoto, and then of course on the iPhone 11 Pro Max I can go ahead and switch to the ultra wide flawlessly without having to stop the video or anything like that. Check the colors, check the crispness of the video, check everything, because now is a great opportunity to do so. Also pay attention on the audio. As you guys can see, I'm in a very windy, very noisy environment. That's the idea, so you guys can get a better look. So that's pretty much it. Now you tell what you think. Okay, so now that we saw the video, I think it's the same story, like better colors, better stabilization, we have much more sharpness, and then we also have a much better audio quality as well. Again, this was a very bad scenario. That was the idea, to capture in a very complicated scenario to take a video. So now let's talk about night mode, because this is one of the things that you might be very curious to see. So let's talk about night mode. So I'm getting you that very same view that we started watching, but then at night. So then again, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 10. As you guys can see, the image on the iPhone 10 is a little bit washed out. You don't see as much detail. Of course, the resolution is much lower, is much less crisp. You don't see, the image is just not so good. You can't see a lot of detail. Let's take a look at another image, still taking a photo from night mode. So if we have a look at this shot, we can see that again it's almost 100% dark, but it is very good to see the details. Take a look at that land right next to the right bottom portion of the photo. You can see detail on that land, whereas on the iPhone 10, if you have a look at that, you just can't see a lot of detail. The image just doesn't look so good. It looks dark. You have a lot of blur in the images. It's just not very good. And last but not least, we have another photo in dark mode, in night mode. Again, very dark, very not detailed. The image is very blown. If you actually have a look at the iPhone 11 Pro, you see, look at that. Look at the detail you can see at the bottom portion right here. You just see a perfect image at the bottom part, and then whereas on the iPhone 10, you just see everything is blown at the bottom and dark at the top portion of the image. In the iPhone 10, in the iPhone 11 Pro, everything just looks very good and stable. I just love that shot. And I have also another dark shots to show you right here. This one is actually if I want to have a very dark environment. This is an extreme test. I got in this studio at night, everything is dark, every light was turned off, and then have a look at the image. With the iPhone 11 Pro, you can see the image, you can see the boxes behind me. Look at those boxes, look at the detail on those boxes. You can see absolutely everything, and you can see me. You can see the shirt I'm wearing and everything. On the iPhone 10, nothing. You just don't see anything. This is ridiculous. This test is absurd. You can see how amazing dark mode is, night mode is. Now let's talk about selfies, because I have a portrait selfie. So first portrait selfies, as you guys can see on the left, is with the iPhone 11 Pro. On the right with the iPhone 10. The sharpness is much better, is much greater on the iPhone 11 Pro, but for some reason it actually didn't blur my hair very well, whereas the iPhone 10 actually didn't blur my hair, so I really like that. Now let's talk about selfie from the normal mode, so without portrait. As you guys can see, sharpness is so much better on the 11 Pro. Look at the hair, look at the beard hair and everything. On the iPhone 10, you just don't have that same sharpness. It's just much different. And let's talk about Selfies as well. As you guys can see, we can take now slow motion videos using our front facing camera. Have a look at that hair of all the detail. Now it's in slow motion and you can take some very nice shots. I really like that. It's a really nice feature. We have to talk about zoom now. 10 times zoom is not optical, it's not telephoto, it's the full zoom that distorts. It's a digital zoom, but let's see how that looks. So as you guys can see on the iPhone 10, it just blows everything. The image is just very bad. Look at the details on the windows and everything of that building. On the iPhone 10, with the iPhone 11 Pro, it just makes a very nice job to actually put everything in place. Of course, it distorts, it loses quality, but it is not the same thing. You can have a lot of quality still, even in that extreme zoom. And of course, I have a last test that I want to show you very quickly, which is in a closed environment, the difference between the triple camera layout. So we have here with the wide. So I'm taking a photo inside my studio of my camera, and then this is what I see when I'm filming. So then this is with the wide. And then if I tap on the telephoto, of course, I'm going to have a zoom. Super cool, very nice, very good quality. But then I have an ultra wide. Have a look at this. Look at that. Like, you can see the whole room. You can see everything I see just taking a photo from the exact same position. I just love this new camera. It is just absolutely amazing. And of course, last but not least, we also have one more image, which is the panel. I took a panel shot. See if you think it's better, worse. I think it's definitely you can definitely tell the difference. Again, the biggest difference I can see here are the colors and the sharpness and the contrast. Same story as everything. You can see that on the iPhone 10 it is a little bit washed out. All the colors, all the details, it is washed. On the iPhone 10, on the iPhone 11 Pro, everything looks much more vivid, many more colors, and then contrast and detail. I just love this. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is my full in-depth review and test and head-to-head and versus of the iPhone 11 Pro new camera layouts and comparing it to the iPhone 10, which has of course amazing camera as well, but it just can't compare. The cameras are just so much better on the iPhone 11 Pro. So that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out the channel. I have other videos, as I mentioned, unboxing, full review, talking about every detail about the iPhone 11 Pro, and of course I also create a ton of content related to the Apple world, tech universe. So make sure to subscribe and have a look at my channel, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it a lot. So that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye bye.